Alright, well I got some time to kill between orders, so I'm going to answer a question that I've seen asked a lot and that I've actually been asked before, especially in the Honda forums or the Honda Super Cub forums. And that question is, how the hell do you ride this thing? Now, if none of you have ever been with a Super Cub before, a lot of people are probably like, you just get on it and ride it like you normally do. And that is both correct and incorrect. So first things first, the Honda Super Cub is a motorcycle. It's not a scooter. So if you're coming from the scooter world, you got a little learning to do. You gotta learn how to shift, which is not something you do on a scooter. Again, motorcycle, not scooter. Now, if you're coming from the motorcycle world, you have a little bit more an advantage of understanding how to ride this thing. You just need to make a slight little adjustment. So the biggest thing to remember is that this thing does not have an automatic transmission. It has two clutches. You're still operating a manual clutch, you're just operating it differently. So you do have a clutch and a clutch lever, but they are both one and the same, which is the clutch shifter pedal. And as long as you understand that, everything about riding this motorcycle is the same as riding another motorcycle. You have a friction zone and you have to feather the clutch. You can't just dump it. It's just something that a lot of people are doing when they start riding these things, because they're trying to ride them like a scooter, which they're not, because the scooter doesn't shift. At least you don't shift it. It's automatic. It does it by itself. On the Super Cub, it's not. It's still a manual transmission, just with a little bit of spice. Like I said, it does have a friction zone. Also, other thing to note, it's not like other motorcycles where it's first, neutral, 2, 3, whatever. This one is neutral, first, 2, 3. It's linear. It doesn't have that weird skip. So right now you're all the way down, you're neutral, pop it up into first. It's not going to turn off on you. You can go all the way up if you wanted to and not move. Nothing's going to happen. And that's where this thing differs from a motorcycle, and it's similar to a scooter. So if you don't learn to feather that clutch with your foot, you're going to run into a lot of jerky motions, especially in turns or when you're slowing down. Like right now, I have the clutch pulled in, giving it gas, nothing's happening, and right there is the friction zone. See, what a lot of people have problems with, let's do a quick little U-turn, is when they're riding in second and they go down to first at a stop. This happens. They just dump it and it grabs. Because let me tell you, the first gear on this bike grabs like a son-bitch. I gotta interrupt this little lesson to pick up this Popeye's order.
Back to the lesson at hand. So a lot of people think it's off gas or on gas with this thing. That's all you're doing. But no, you gotta feather the clutch. For example, right now my operation is very jerky because all I'm doing is going on and off the clutch, or on and off the gas, sorry. You have to use your foot to do the same thing you would do with the clutch lever. If you understand that, that's pretty much the only difference you gotta make. Easy if you're coming from the motorcycle world, something you gotta learn if you're coming from the scooter world.
So for example, try slowing down right now without feathering. This is what you get. That's what you get. And that's what a lot of people do. That's not what you're supposed to do. You gotta feather it out. I'm gonna show you again right up at this light. Right now, I want to downshift. So what I'm gonna do, push down the lever, slowly let it out, let it grab, let it engine brake. Again, push it down, rev match a little bit, slowly let it out, slowly lift my foot. Again, down, rev match, slowly let it out, and I'm in first without any real jerky or grabby motion. And that, my friends, is how you ride a Super Cub.
It's easy peasy lemon squeezy.